Today we're making these super easy, unbelievably delicious chocolate amaretti. So good, crispy, chewy, almondy, chocolatey, amazing. Yum. For a full copy of today's recipe, check us out on Facebook at Poppy's Cucina or right here on YouTube under the Community tab. All right, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do in this super easy recipe is in a bowl you're going to have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Traditionally, amaretti are made with an almond flour, but sadly I'm allergic to almonds. So I try to avoid cooking with almond flour, but if you want to use almond flour, go for it. But today we're going to do this with regular flour. To this I added 1 cup of loosely packed brown sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. So now we're just going to mix this together until all the ingredients are fully incorporated. Okay. Easy so far? You don't do anything crazy yet. See? I like easy. Just like that. So next, in your stand mixer, or you can use a hand mixer, whatever, or you can use a whip. You can do it by hand, but that's a lot of work. You're going to whip together 2 egg whites along with a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. If you don't have cream of tartar, you can always just substitute lemon juice. So again, you would just need a 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice. All right, so now you're going to whip this to loose peaks. You don't want stiff peaks, you want them loose. So that means when you lift this out, you're going to see the little peak is going to go beep. Right? So we're going to whip this up. Just like that. And now to this, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of amaretto along with 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. And now we're going to fold this all together till it's all nice and incorporated. All right, what do you think? Easy so far? Super easy, right? All right, so now we're going to add the egg whites, to our flour mixture. Just like that. And now we're going to mix this together till we get a nice, smooth dough. So we're just going to keep mixing. It happens eventually. And what we're doing is pretty much just folding in the egg whites like that. All right, so we're going to just keep mixing away. So while you're mixing, if you see your dough turns into like this, it's almost there, but as you know, or may not know, not all large eggs are created equally, so we're going to need a little bit more moisture in this. So I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. You don't want to add too much, and then mix it again, and then if you get a nice dough, perfect. If it's not, if it's still a little crumbly, add a little bit more. But don't add more than 1 tablespoon of olive oil at a time. Just like that. I ended up having to use about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Like I said, though, if you have normal size eggs, apparently mine were a little small, you probably don't need it at all. All right, so now using a handy dandy scoop, if you don't have one of these, you're going to want to just do like about 1 tablespoon. You're going to roll this into a nice little ball in your hands. And then we added our powdered sugar to this bowl. And what we're going to do is we're going to coat the outside of the cookie, the amaretti, with the powdered sugar. Tap off the excess, and that's it. Cute. Isn't that cute? All right, so we're just going to do this to the rest of them. Just like that, and now it's ready for the oven. So into a preheated 325 degree oven, it's going to go for about 20-25 minutes. You're going to see they're going to flatten out a little bit. The powdered sugar is going to be all crackly looking, and that's it. You don't want to overcook these, so you can even pop one out. Look, make sure the bottom is a little browned. You don't want to get too dark. All right, so into the oven they're going to go. Oh man, this knee is killing me. I know it'll help. All right, so for today's Italian margarita, we're going to start with 2 ounces of tequila, 2 ounces of orange juice, 1 ounce of amaretto. Half ounce of lime juice. And then for a little color, just a tiny little drop of strawberry daiquiri mix. Alright, so we're going to give it a good shaky, and we pour. See, it got some color. Pretty. Nice. Time to give it a try. Yum. Salud. Oh my gosh, that's amazing! It's a margarita with amaretto in it. But it's so good. Telling you, lime juice is so much better in a margarita than a margarita mix. I seriously, I don't think I'm ever going to use that stuff again. This is fantastic. Oh, I love it. It's slightly sweet. Delicious and refreshing, just the way we like it. So exactly 25 minutes later, we pulled them out of the oven. Oh, they look so good and they smell glorious. The whole house smells like chocolate and almond. Oh, so good. And we're going to allow these to cool on the tray for probably about a half hour and then put them on a cookie sheet and allow them to cool completely after about an hour. Then we're going to give them a try. Can't wait. Bon appetit. Crispy on the outside, chewy and delicious on the inside. So good, so easy, hardly any ingredients. Oh, I need an espresso, fast. So good. So you try this recipe, let us know. Thank you so much for watching.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Poppy's Cucina. Thanks!
Who's so badass? Is that you, Lulu? Have things been so rough that you have to become violent? Is that what it is? And you have a knife? Oh, you're in charge now? You're in charge because you have the weapons? Okay. Alright, I'll get you your lasagna. Let me just fix your hair first. Let me just fix your hair. Oh, you don't want the hair. You don't need the hair.